Hey everyone, Matthias here from Final. In this video, we'll walk through the essential steps of product creation and management within the hub. We'll cover everything from setting up products with multiple variations to efficiently managing your inventory. So let's jump right in and get started. So what you see here is I've logged in already to the Final hub. I've selected the products to view the catalog we have for this specific company. We have a few filters here built in, so we're able to sort in our different products by selecting, for example, food and snacks, and then we'll filter the list by food and snacks. We obviously have a search feature. We are able to sort by outlets, so if you have certain products only in specific outlets, you're able to filter by individual outlets that way. We also have our sources available, so if you have multiple sources, I believe here I have WooCommerce and Final installed, but if you have any third-party sources, you'll still see all of the synced products from other sources coming in here. As you maybe already know, Final is able to handle hundreds of thousands of products syncing from other sources, and then managing the inventory and whatnot in store and syncing that back to whatever third-party platform you have. In this video, however, we'll only cover how to set up standalone products within Final, but we'll create other videos for the individual third-party integrations that we're having. So today, I've planned that we're gonna be creating a new product for this store. And with that comes a new category and a new couple of options. So let's jump in and get started. We're going to start by clicking Create Category. And here we have our categories that are set up right now. But I would like to create a new category, so I'm going to click Add New. I'm going to write here root. Actually, let's call it drinks. We can create a extra description, category description. This is great when you are using kiosk or self-checkout solutions for where the individual customers have to understand what kind of categories are available. You can add in an extra description that you can load into the checkout flows. We're gonna just say our amazing drinks. We can load in a category image. I'm just going to load in juice here. So you see we have a category image of juices here. Then we're going to create another subcategory. Let's call it root beer. We're going to add another one that we're going to call juice. Actually, let's just make it nice and capital letter here. And we're going to hit enter on that. Now we have our two subcategories, and there's really no limit to how deep you want to go on this, but I think this is good for now. Let's go over and create an option. For this here, we will have a few different bottle sizes. So we're going to create new option, bottle size, and let's click Add New. And really, you'll see the power of this in just a minute, but options are the place where you'll be able to set up any different option you want within products. So whenever you want a product that have different variations or options, you can create them here, and then we can very quickly create multiple different copies or variations of that specific product. In different sizes and choose different pricing, and of course manage inventory and SKUs and whatnot individually. We're going to create a 500 ml option. We're going to create a 1 liter option, and we're going to create a 5 liter option. Great. So these are different options here. We're going to create another one. We're going to call that flavors, and then we're gonna call it original and let's say spicy. Oh, if I can spell here, spicy. Great. So now we have our different options. So we have bottle size and flavors. Let's try and create a product based on these different variations. So we're going to go in here, options, sorry. We're going to go in here and click new product. We're going to call this root beer. We're going to, I'm just going to copy in a quick description that I made here. We'll click select image. Here you can drag and drop any image that you have in for the product, or you can find previously used images. I have a bottle of root beer here, so that should work for that. One thing that we should know here is you're able to set up individual taxes. A really powerful feature within Final is we work with any tax setting in the world. It doesn't matter for us if you're tax inclusive, tax exclusive, if you have compounding taxes, if you have specific taxes for certain categories or types of products. So if I had tax-free on food, I would be able to select my specific free tax table here within. For now, I've only loaded up standard taxes, and we'll make another video on how to set up different taxes here. We also have our different categories here. I'm just gonna select drinks and root beer, and what this is really helpful for is organizing your checkout flows. So if you want to create specific tiles or search bars or anything for categories or drop downs, whatever you really want to do, you're able to organize your products within the checkout flows, making it easier for the cashiers or the customers checking out at self-checkout stores or whatever. And you're able to organize it all here. Then we can select where should this product be available. So if we're only selling it at one location, we would just select those individual locations. But for this, it's fine to have it at all. Then we can select a price. We're just going to say, for example, $10. We can select a cost price of $5 or kronos or whatever you're using, whatever currency you might use. And then we can click Manage Variations. If I created the product now, it would just be a simple product with no stock management, meaning it's unlimited. I can sell as many as I want of these. So some of you might not care about managing your stock. But if you do, you're able to enable it here. Before we do that, click Create Manage Variations. And now we're going to say bottle size, and we can choose what sizes is this product available in. And then on top of that, we'll click that it's also available in 2 different flavors. And this is pretty powerful. What is happening here is we're basically creating 2 versions of each of these sizes. So there will be one variation of 500 milliliter original, one variation of 500 milliliter spicy, and the same for each of the different sizes. And there's no limits to how many you want to create of this. So we could really create a quite advanced variational product here of any size, shape, flavor, whatever you want. We're going to click Update Variation. And as you see here now, Final went ahead and created all of the different variations based on the combination you selected. We can set an individual SKU and barcode here. That's particularly useful for quickly searching, barcode scanning, anything like that. If you want to quickly be able to scan or find something, it's very helpful to be able to input that here. We'll input just so we can find the individual products here later in search, but you're also able to say, well, maybe my 1 liter is costing $15 here, and this here might be $25. The same thing goes for this here. We're just gonna click, let's say the cost for this is 8, and then we have 15 here. We have a bit of a bigger quantity discount. Great. We can also enable stock management individually here. Actually, let's just have it like this here and click create. Now we've created the product already. We have not yet set up any stock to those products, but they live in here. So you can see when I go over to my stock management, and there's really quite a few different ways of organizing this. What you first of all see is, because we created for both locations, both flavors, for all different sizes, there's actually 12 different products here with 6 different SKUs. So you'll see the same SKU is repeating itself, but it's in different outlets. So let's just show how does it work when you add some a new stock action in. And you can do this from the hub. You can do it in bulk. This would already automatically be synced in if you have a third-party integration. But a lot of our users are just using it directly from the checkout flow. So they would go to their station, scan this individual barcode, and then update the inventory from the station where you are actually able to count and exactly how many products there are. But let's just show how somebody using the hub is able to update the inventory. So we have a few different stock actions here. We have your stock received. We have if anything gets damaged and you want to track those if you notice that there have been theft or loss. There's if anybody restock, like if they return a product, you're able to restock it or say, hey, that was damaged. And you're really able to manage your inventory, so you're able to explain to your accounting or any regulations that you might, government checks, whatever you might want, you're able to keep track of all of this directly. We can also do a recount of the inventory, but for this particular example, we're going to say new stock received. We've counted that there's 5 new. That will update the new stock on hand to be 5. If I go in and I click the same one, you'll see that it already has stock on hand now. So if I say, hey, we actually received 3 more stock, the new stock will be 8. If I went to say damaged and I inputted that we have 3, that will obviously remove your part, like 3 from your inventory. But let's just say stock received, and that works there. So now we have 8. If we go over and review the stock history, you're able to see this one here was at this time added this specific variant and SKU. You got stock received 3 and 5. Where was it? What outlet was it issued to, and who was the person that issued it? My user profile, as you can see here, is Toipo, but it will say the individual user that was logged in. So you'll be able to track if anybody damaged any inventory, you know who reported that, and so forth. This is managed for every location, every type of action I can filter by with any outlet and user and whatnot. And I, of course, can search for individual variants within a specific date or anything like that. So yeah, I can say from this date to this date and so forth. Great. So that kind of covers the basic setup of products. There are some more advanced features that you can enable through the extensions. And one of them that I just really want to briefly cover is stock transactions. And it's the ability to be able to ship between inventory or between outlets, where and keep track of that. So if you are shipping between your different outlets and you need to keep track of those quantities, you're able to do it inside of stock transactions here. So let's try and click new transaction and click send transfer. We're gonna send it from this outlet to the Cabot Corner, our other ID. We might say, hey, we're gonna create this could be a purchase order or a reference ID or whatever. We're just gonna hit a unique number here. Then we're gonna select tote bag, different products here, anything that we've created or available here. We're just gonna choose shoe cleaner and this, and then we're gonna go in and just transfer a few quantities from each. So we're gonna say 10 shoe cleaners will go from Toipo to the Cabot Corner, and 6 tote bags. I could put shipping ID here. I'm just gonna input, for example, the DHL number or UPS number, whatever you might use. And then I'm gonna click mark as completed. And what you see here is that we issued a new transfer. That transfer is actually already complete, but there's also a new transfer created that, or linked to this same ID, but it's in transit. And that is coming to the Cabot Corner. So when Cabot Corner say, hey, we have actually just gotten this package in, it's not yet in inventory inside of the Cabot Corner. But when they click here, they're able to say, okay, we got these 4 here. We can say thanks for shipping it. And now, as we say mark as completed, we have just added those specific products directly into our inventory within the Cabot Corner outlet. So I think that covers all of the key features of product management in the final hub. We're confident that these tools will streamline your operations and improve the efficiency. For more in-depth tutorials and support resources, you can visit our website, or don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay updated, and be free to fire away any questions that you may have in the comments.